What's up, family? It's world-renowned author and storyteller Matt D. Talford back with another video. And this is going to be another one of those astrology through the signs videos where I talk to you about how the different signs help us. Now, before we get into today's video, I have to issue a mea culpa to the ladies on the channel, primarily my mother, because I'm in serious need of some grooming right now. And I normally would not jump on the camera looking so scruffy. However, I'm getting a haircut later today, so why shave and still need a haircut, right? Keep it all uniform, right? So anyway, my mother would be like, now boy, you know I raised you better than that. You don't go out looking like that. But anyway, that's a great segue into the sign that we're talking about today, which is the sign of Virgo. Now, my mom's not a Virgo. However, Virgo is the second of the 3 earth signs that I'll be covering. Well, there are only 3 earth signs anyway. There's only 3 of each element, right? They give you 12 total. But Virgo, we talked about Capricorn last time. Virgo is a sign that is very similar to Capricorn. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you how Virgos in our lives, the significant Virgos that we have in our lives, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, or Virgo Rising, how they help us and how they are truly gifts to those of us that have these people in our lives. Now, I'm going to begin by telling you a story that is probably older than some of you watching this channel, okay? Back in 1990, the 17-year-old version of myself was working at a local theme park in the Charlotte, North Carolina region. For those of you that are familiar with that region, you know that is none other than Carowinds. Yep, I was a 17-year-old at Carowinds, trying to make money and trying to meet some girls. You know, that's what we did. That's what we did back then. Let me get back on point. So 1990, I meet this Virgo who I didn't know was a Virgo at the time, and she knows who she is if she's watching this channel. I meet this Virgo who, friendly, very friendly, but one of the first things that stuck out in my mind was her commenting on my work shorts. Now, I worked in food service. So for those of you that know, and I haven't been to Carowinds in years, so I don't know what they wear now, but back then, if you worked in food service, you wore these khaki shorts and a white shirt. That was the food service uniform. And then you had your little badge, hi, my name is Matthew, whatever, you know. And she later commented, she didn't do it then, thank God, because, you know, we later became a couple and still are. For those of you that want to know. Now, I don't talk my personal business. You already know that, so don't be asking me no questions, all right? Don't be asking me no questions about my personal life. I don't offer anything that I don't offer, all right? Back to my point. Now, mess with the Capricorn, you get the horn, you already know. Anyway, so this Virgo proceeds to tell me, did they have another pair of shorts that you could put on? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She says, well, you know, I see you coming in the distance and I can tell it's you because first of all, I know your walk. But secondly, your shorts are like eating up into your thighs. Like, I mean, your thighs are grabbing your shorts and it's not a good look. And I'm looking at her like, excuse me? And I'm like, what's wrong with my shorts? And she's like, I just told you. And I'm like, look, I don't know how I feel about you talking about my shorts like that. She says, well, maybe you should see if they got a bigger size. I'm like, this is the right size for me. So we're having a little whole discussion about my shorts. But, you know, in retrospect, I tell you guys that story. Now, I couldn't change my shorts. I couldn't do anything about it. But as you might imagine, I was self-conscious about my shorts every time. And I was constantly after that checking them and pulling to make sure they weren't bunching up. You know, I ran track, y'all. I ran track. I rode a lot of bicycles when I was younger. I got muscular thighs. I do. You know, hopefully that's not too TMI for some of y'all. But I'm muscular. I'm muscular. Let me leave it at that. But anyway, I say all of that to say, in retrospect, understanding what Virgos do for us, Virgo is an earth sign. It is mutable earth sign, meaning they are adaptable. Your mutable signs are adaptable. I covered Capricorn in my last video. Capricorn is a cardinal sign, meaning cardinal signs are like the leaders of whatever that particular element is: earth, water, fire, air. The cardinal signs are like, they have very strong leadership qualities about them. They are known for being strategic thinkers. They set things off. Your mutable signs, they're adaptable. Okay, so we're talking about mutable earth today. That is Virgo. Now, how Virgos help us? Virgos just want us to be better. Virgos see a problem, and it may not seem like a problem to someone else, but that Virgo's got an eye for things that need to be in order. Virgos have an eye for order. You will find a lot of Virgos that are artists. This particular Virgo I'm talking about is an artist. She was an artist back when I was working at Carowin. She was drawing caricatures and sketches of different patrons that came to the park or whatever. But Virgos have an eye for aesthetics. So they help us in our lives, because how they help us is they help us to bring order, a sense of order to our lives. If there's something that needs to be organized, Virgos are the kings and queens of organization. Nobody can organize better than a Virgo. They just have an eye. They can't turn it off. Some people would call it OCD. Now, depending on what your other placements are, your sun, moon, or rising, you may or may not be OCD. And your Mercury, your Venus, and your Mars. You may or may not be OCD. But Virgo is going to pay attention to detail. They're going to pay attention to detail. Watch a movie, watch a television show. Just be out with a Virgo. And I promise you that Virgo is going to see something that if you are not a Virgo, you missed it. You missed it. Virgos pay attention to detail. So, what house does Virgo rule? Virgo rules the 6th house of the zodiac. The 6th house is all about routine. It's about tasks. It is about personal health. It is about personal health. So, Virgos are very... Now, the big thing that I did not mention about Virgo is, and maybe I did, but their superpower is that they are analytical. And this is why Virgo pays attention to detail. They are very analytical. They do not miss fine details. You want somebody to go over a contract with, or you want to make sure you don't miss a detail on the contract, make sure that attorney is a Virgo. Make sure, if you can help it, that attorney is a Virgo, because a Virgo is not going to miss a single detail. Now, when you look at the symbols for the different zodiac signs, and this is a little bit of spillover into a water sign, but I'm bringing this up for a reason. Virgo has a sister sign. I call it a sister sign. I don't hear a lot of astrologers or astrologists say this, but Virgo has a sister sign. That sister sign is Scorpio. How do we know that? Look at the symbol for Virgo and look at the symbol for Scorpio. They both have what appears to be a letter M in them. Now, I think, no one taught me this. This is just me using my intuition. I think that M is, or can be, related to the in ancient Hebrew. Okay? In ancient Hebrew. If you look at ancient Hebrew, the symbol for life was the letter or Ma, as some would call it. All right? Ma. That represented water. It represented water. Water is what? Water is life. So when you talk about the sister sign Scorpio, it also has that M. It is a water sign. So we know water represents life. Virgos actually help give us life. How do they do it? They do it by helping to make sure that we are our absolute best. So some people can see Virgo as being overbearing at times, but if that Virgo is talking to you, if that Virgo is even dealing with you, because a Virgo, like any other earth sign, they're grounded. So if a Virgo, any earth sign, if they do not want to deal with you, they're not going to deal with you. Unlike air can be a little bit more flexible. Earth signs, if they don't want to deal with you, you out. And especially Virgo. If a Virgo allows you into their space, or if they come to your space, that's something to be cherished. It is truly a gift. Virgo gives life. M, the letter M, the sound represented water. Water represents life. Virgos give life through service. Virgo sign is all about service. So that Virgo is serving those that they love, and even in some cases, those that they don't know. Hey, you guys heard my story from Fear to Faith, the survivor story, And you know, you guys that have read the book, you know about when I went to the ER, spent all night there, and then ended up being admitted to the hospital and then leave for another 2 weeks. The very first nurse that I had on the floor, beautiful sister, shout out to you if you're watching this, Taji, was a Virgo, or is a Virgo. She's a Virgo. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to continue this video in just a minute. You're watching Maddie's Rap with Author Matthew Telford. All right, family, we're back after that short break, and we're going to wrap up this video with regards to Virgo and how the Virgos in our lives help us. So, again, shout out to my girl Taji if you're watching this. Virgos are the sign, and I cannot get this camera right, but it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I had to hit the afterburner there, right? All right, I'm professional at this, so kids watching this, don't try this at home. This ain't for everybody. Gotta know how to handle that vehicle you're driving. I'm tripping, y'all. Y'all know I'm just in a good mood today. But Virgos, rule of the 6th house. The 6th house is the house of task. It's the house of service. It is the house of daily routines. It is the house of health. So Virgos are going to make sure that you are your absolute best. They do that through being extremely analytical. Extremely analytical. Virgos are great at processing information and trying. You want a great deal. You want a bargain shop. Get your Virgo on your team. Get a Virgo on your team. The Virgos, it's a beautiful sign. It's a beautiful energy. They are no nonsense. They are no nonsense. They're very grounded. Again, all of your earth signs are grounded. So listen, do not come at Virgo with any games. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Y'all hear me talk about those 3 major placements. Your Sun, that's who you are. That is your persona. Your Moon, that's your feelings, your emotions, and your Rising, that is your appearance. That is how you present yourself to the world. That is pretty much your style. Y'all check out the video I did. Your Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'll put a link in the description box below. But listen, if I left anything out, I personally am not a Virgo. I don't have Virgo in any major planets or any major placements. So, but I know a lot of Virgos, and Virgo is a very beautiful sign that just simply wants the best for you. So you need some help with some interior design. You need something that has to do with the way things should flow. Just making sure that things are in order. You need someone to help you with routine, develop a routine, help you with task management, help you be your absolute best you. That is Virgo. So cherish and value the Virgos that you have in your life. And again, it could be a Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Those are the 3 most powerful placements that anybody has. Of course, then you got your Mercury, which is your speech, your Venus, which is your love style, and your Mars, which is your action style. But Sun, Moon, and Rising Virgo, they are absolutely beautiful people, beautiful energy. So you guys cherish and value the Virgos in your life. I've got some very significant Virgos that I'm attached to, Virgo Suns, Virgo Moons, and Virgo Risings. I would give all of them shouts out, but y'all know who you are already. So I love you guys so much. And with that, I'm gonna end this video. If I missed anything, guys, be sure to let me know in the comments, okay? I did talk about the 6th house, right? Yep, Virgos, they're the sign that rules the 6th house. So listen, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments. I'm not a Virgo again, so I got a much better handle on Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. Those are my 3 major placements in different areas. I talked about that already. I'm not, did I talk about that? Capricorn Sun, Cancer Moon, Libra Rising. All right, I feel like I'm running on, so I'm gonna let this video go right here, y'all. Love your Virgos. Love your Virgos. They're there to make sure you are your absolute best. If they seem like they're up your A, crooked letter, it's because they know that you can be better. It's because they're not being mean. As my mother used to say when we were children, I'm not mean. I just mean what I say. So that could be very Virgo. My mom's not a Virgo, but that could be very much Virgo. Virgos are not being mean. They just mean to ensure that you are your best. And if they're talking to you in any type of way, it is love. It is love. Because if a Virgo don't F with you, a Virgo don't F with you. They're not even dealing with you, all right? Period. So you got a significant Virgo in your life. Love them because they are there. And last but not least, I know y'all heard me talk about Capricorn and how Capricorns are the workhorses of the zodiac. Let me tell you something. A Virgo will give a Capricorn a run for their money. In fact, I think I said this in my Capricorn video. Virgos on the short haul The short term, a Virgo will outwork a Capricorn. A Capricorn will outlast a Virgo over the long haul. Why? Because the ruling planet is Saturn, and Saturn ain't got nothing but time for you. Okay? Virgo's ruling planet, I'm glad I said this before I go. Virgo's ruling planet is Mercury. So Mercury is about speed, but Mercury is also about communication and thought. So watch your words when you're dealing with Virgo, people. Watch your words. Words are very important to Virgos. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Words are very important to them, okay? That verb, because they're analytical. So they're going to analyze what you said. They're going to analyze what you said. And I'm just telling you from personal experience on the shadow side, a Virgo could take something you said, process it in their analytics, and spit it back out to you in a way that you didn't say it. And that's kind of the shadow side of Virgo. Virgos, don't come for me. Don't come for me. But y'all know, and anybody deal with y'all know, y'all could do that on the shadow side. Y'all could take those words and rearrange them, and then those words became something that the originator of the words did not say. Yeah, I didn't say that, okay? You heard it wrong, or you processed it wrong. That is not what I said. What I said is this. That is because Virgo's ruling planet is Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication and thought. So Virgo's shadow side of Virgo, they're known for being overthinkers, but this isn't a breakdown on, I'm not breaking Virgo all the way down. I'm telling you how the Virgos in our lives help us, okay? So Virgos, they help us by talking things through. They talk things through. So if you need somebody to help you work through an issue, look no further than a Virgo. Now, there's another sign out there we'll deal with when we get to the air signs. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, and they're also known for communication and thought, but we're dealing with the earth signs now. So the presentation of communication and thought from the Virgo perspective is very grounded. It is very grounded. It is solid. It is grounded, but it's also adaptable because they're a mutable sign. All right. And I think I'm going to end there. So that's all I got for y'all, family. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you got a significant Virgo in your life or a story you want to share about how Virgo has helped you, please leave it in the comments, because I say it all the time, family, we learn from each other. So I want to hear from you. If you have a significant Virgo in your life, how did that Virgo help you? How does that Virgo help you with what you do? All right? Celebrate the Virgos in your lives. They are there to help. They are there to help. And they work tirelessly as well. They just don't go longer than Capricorn, baby. Hey, shout out Capricorn. Y'all know how we do. I love you guys. If you're new to the channel and you like being inspired, you like being entertained, you like being motivated, you like being uplifted, you like being educated, hit that subscribe button. That's what we do over here. That is what we do, all right? And that's about all I got for you guys. Tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You have to show it, all right? Love is a verb. It is a noun as well. But when we focus on the verb, the noun takes care of itself. Peace, family. And if you're watching this, the next video you see me on, I will have a haircut and a shave, all right? Peace, y'all. And one more thing. Look, I did this in the Capricorn video. I guess it's par for the course for me to do this in the Virgo video. I would be remiss if I left out this small but huge factoid about Virgo. When you look at the root of Virgo, you have three letters, V-I-R. So Virgo shares something with the word virtue. Virgo, virtue, they go hand in hand. And virtue is all about morally upstanding behavior. And so that is, in fact, I'll put the dictionary definition on the screen for you all. I don't know a Virgo who does not carry virtue. Virtue and Virgo go together. And so everything about Virgo, I don't care if you're dealing with a Virgo Sun, they're going to be virtuous in their daily activities. You're dealing with a Virgo Moon, their heart is, they have a heart of service. They have a heart that is inclined to service, a heart that is inclined to virtuous behavior, virtuous activity. That is Virgo Sun, virtuous activity. Virgo Moon, virtuous in their emotions, virtuous in their heart space. And then a Virgo Rising, everything they touch has an element of virtuousness to it. they present as being virtuous. It does not matter what their sun or moon sign is. If they are a Virgo rising, they're going to have an elegant, classy appearance to them, and they are going to give off the energy of being virtuous. They present as virtuous. They are virtuous in the way they work. So it's, you know, in a lot of astrological circles, by some accounts, the rising sign is even more important than the sun sign. You know, that's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, right? It depends on who you're talking to. But I wanted to add that. I think it is very important. You know, you talk about Proverbs 31. For those of you that are familiar with the story of the virtuous woman, that is Virgo energy all day long. If you're not familiar with it, read it. Proverbs 31 in the Old Testament. That's Virgo energy all day. So I didn't want to end the video without throwing that in there about Virgo. Another factoid, another interesting factoid about Virgo. When you look at the symbol for Virgo, the M, again, I talked about their cosmic sister sign, the Scorpio. When you look at the logo or the symbol for Virgo, what you have is that letter M. And the only difference between Virgo and Scorpio, the Scorpio has the dragon tail at the end, which I guess represents the stinger. And Virgo, it curls back around and forms what appears to be a fish. And so what that is that's almost like Capricorn. Capricorn is a hybrid sign. It is half mountain goat, half fish. Well, with the Virgo, the real avatar for Virgo is a woman, a maiden, a virgin. But when you look at that fish symbol, that fish is a symbol of water, which is a symbol of intuition. And so that is what makes the Virgo so good at doing analytical operations. Virgos analyze. They analyze because they are also intuitive. They are as intuitive, at least, as the Capricorn when you're talking about the earth signs. So Virgo comes with built-in intuition, high intuitive, and because of that, highly intuitive. And because of that intuition, they are able, that intuition helps them to improve the things that they see that need improvement. Not only do they see it, but they also feel it. And so that helps to strengthen their analytical nature, which lends itself to improvement. That M, I said it earlier in the video, is the from Hebrew, which represents water, which represents life, okay? And so Virgos give life through service and improvement. I wanted to add that factoid. Now, you all have a blessed day. Peace.